Welcome back to the Brew Crew podcast, everyone. This is episode 362. This is the post-Advent calendar pre-New Year. It's actually New Year's Eve.
It is New Year's Eve.
So this is a pre-New Year episode. Not on a Monday, but in the morning as well.
It's been
because we're both off.
bad.
Oh, that's fine.
The beauty is we've been finally hanging out. We've been talking non-podcast, just life. Then podcast stuff, beer stuff.
Just lifing it up.
Just lifing it up.
Love it. Yeah, there's a lot to catch up on. We were away for the holidays, and just old friends catching up. We have a lot to discuss today. There's so much that happened, in the world.
Right.
But we could talk mostly about the beer world because we did a lot of Advent calendaring. So and you did all the score capturing.
Not all of it. I got most of it.
Well, you did a really good job.
And then I don't know how to do anything with Excel, so then I send it to the big data guy. But I just sent it this morning. We will have in future episodes
analytics. Yeah,
analytics. That's what they call it. I would just do some conjiggering.
Does this sheet include the prior years? Because I could do some comparative analysis. As well.
I can send that over too. Cool. Right. I sent that.
Yeah, just this year. That's good.
I have 24. Do I have 23? I have 22. Because we have so many people. I think that's 23. And do I have 21? Nope. This is all. Right. I have a master sheet that has a bunch of stuff that JT's obviously done because I'm getting better.
You're great. I'm terrible. I do want to start with.
You do that while I grab a beer.
Yeah. I want to start with when Better Matt came into our lives, came into Matt's life first, and then I, latched on like a leech. He was so high on Masthead, and I was just like, "You're good on that." Yep. And I was just like, "Okay, Masthead has been a character in my story, but not a main character." But I do want to highlight the fact that last beer. We'll start there. I'm still smelling vanilla, and we talk about how much these breweries label their beers. And then they sell you on something that's amazing. For example, the cream ale, the s'mores cream ale, lot lacking there. That Masthead, what was that beer's called?
Vanilla Sunkiller?
Vanilla Sunkiller was probably the most promise and then deliver on that promise beer that I've ever had. 3 types of vanilla. And they were all there. I opened it and it smelled like vanilla everywhere.
None of them from Madagascar, which is the number one vanilla grower in the world. So, of the videos I have, 5 people rated that. 6 people rated it. 4 people rated it 5.
Yeah.
So when you come out with that big data analytics and we maybe plug in some holes or whatever, that's going to be probably the winner.
Yeah, probably.
The fact that Gimmick Gus and both Svill left that as the last beer, I can't think of. Would it have served us better to do that? I think the stats will come out that beer outperformed both your beer and my beer.
Yes, I think that would have been a better Day 13 beer.
Then that would have been my question. So we would have swapped it now knowing what had it that day.
And of the people who were there, did any of them not give it a 5? Because we could have influenced that score.
I don't have Svill's video.
I don't know
it's
what
up.
He rated it. It is up, but
so the
let's see if I can look at the transcript
behind the scenes on that. I drank it with Kate and Beige. Kate and Beige pulled an ounce off each.
Yeah, I had to
drink 2 of those. So I lucked out. And Kate said before, maybe even during the recording, she goes, "We should just open one." So then I would have been able to hoard the one, kind of like with the Black Razith.
Yeah.
So then we could have let that sit a little bit and had it. And I should have listened to her. So I ended up on Christmas Eve drinking 2 of those beasts. And the pleasure was all mine. Like, it really was. That beer. And I'm glad that this is your lead off. I didn't know that this was going to be your lead. That Masthead, because both Masthead entries.
Still gave it a 5.
Okay, I can update my spreadsheet.
At least from the transcript that I read very fast.
The fact that
he said well-deserved 5, so I found that, and that was it.
So everyone that was here gave it a 5, but
okay.
Well, I don't know about Better Matt. Better Matt.
Oh yeah, Better Matt.
I can ask Better, but it's a Masthead.
Masthead. It's probably a 5. Gus gave it a 5.
I give Gus and Better Matt a lot of shit for being in Masthead's pocket. I need to be open and honest with the podcast. That's all gone. That's all here. That's all water under the bridge now. Like for a while, it's going to be an ongoing joke though.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be like, Masthead. Like,
yeah, when you have your favorite and you so publicly announce it, that's part of the game. You know, we try to establish when we have favorites. What we do is we say they're rated on their own scale against themselves.
Does
that's kind of our way.
Does Masthead go on that scale?
Not my opinion, no. Because I think that beer was exceptional, but I've had beers that fit the bill of its type. Like, so the Masthead IPA, in my mind, is a good IPA.
The Slay All Day?
But it doesn't get its own scale.
Okay, so some of the places that we do their
Maybe
own
if we
scale.
did more Masthead.
Yeah, so we did Life Cycles. Life Cycles was another big beer. I gave it a 5. You gave it a 4.25.
It's a pretty limited set of breweries. Branch and Bone, 450. There's really not
Anchorage.
Many Anchorage. Yeah.
So
there's not many that get it. Masthead probably needs to be more prominent.
Do they have to have more gimmicks? These beers are not as
That's true.
So 450. True. Oh, Toppling Goliath is another one.
Toppling Goliath, yes.
So beers that rely on gimmicks instead of crap. And Branch and Bone doesn't though. Branch and Bone has a solid.
But they're like established as being like beer. Like if crafting beer was was the art like scrapbooking, they would be the scrapbook kings. They'd be teaching others how to do scrapbooks.
My mind is a little bit blown.
I don't know how they're technical is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, 100%.
They've established themselves as like, we're not making beer to make beer. We're making beer to perfect the art of craft beer. And in that regard, they might not do a lot of gimmicks. While they do some, like the Dimmer Day, that's definitely a gimmick. There's not a lot of breweries that lean into coffee as much as they do. For that specific line.
For that specific line.
But they're just more about like, if we make an IPA, it's all about the gastronomy and the molecular makeup of shit and stuff like that.
Are we
a little different?
The only ones? First of all, I'm trying to remember. Has Stev done every calendar?
I think so.
Okay, so then it's 3 of us. Is there anyone else? I think Mikey's done.
Yeah.
This bottom line. This
that would be 3 to 4 people.
Yeah,
max.
Did Phil do the first one?
No.
Is this the best calendar we've had thus far?
Yes.
What is going to be your what's your takeaway from this? Is it the Sun Killer?
I tried to think about this because we always say that it's got to be. Well, I'll be honest. The biggest takeaway was the pre-build, was you and I going into the cellar. I will never forget that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
We picked our beers, and Mashushu Shushu is such a unique name.
It killed my beer. I
had your beer higher than my beer.
I had your beer higher than my beer.
Yeah, that's funny. So I will always remember that. Will I remember Sun Killer?
Oh no, they're 0.25 off. Sorry.
That's okay. So you rated yours higher?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize that until I looked down. See, this is why we have to have the spreadsheets.
I think I'll remember beers differently. So we remember prior beers because they were so good. And I want to remember the 5s from this one.
Yeah.
What I think I'll remember most are the s'mores failure and the number of saisons. I just keep returning back to my mind that, and maybe I won't remember that by next year.
Yeah.
But for now, when I think about the calendar in its entirety as a unit, I'm thinking of those two things. And the Sun Killer, definitely, it was a great way to end. I wish that I would have given it the hype that it deserved, because then I would have looked more forward to it.
You look really joyful in your clip, like in your
Oh, do I?
YouTube. Like you look
Yeah,
elated.
yeah.
So it must have been post-drink and not like pre-drink.
I mean, the smell alone was amazing. Even my mother-in-law said that she could smell the vanilla from upstairs when Scott had opened it. He records in his basement.
Yeah.
And she was upstairs and could smell vanilla. And she was like, "Where's that vanilla coming from?"
So
and it was from him.
Your takeaway is the memory of that 3-hour-long episode going down in the cellar.
That was awesome. I hope we do that again.
We need to negotiate that.
That was so much fun.
Gus, let's do that.
I know there's
again.
not a lot of days off to do it, but that was awesome.
That was fantastic. And we can even, as long as we plan, we can even come out on a Monday,
Yeah.
while you're closed, because before we had the luxury of before they were open on Mondays. My takeaway, God, that's such a good one. Like going and picking 2, and I think that's an appropriate number.
For sure.
And because we don't want to influence.
But that's still a gift from them to allow us to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
those beers are cellared for a reason.
Right.
You know, I almost felt like, oh, this is I don't know. It felt like someone, like you go to a museum and they're showing you everything they have, but there's still like a vault in the back of shit that no one gets to see. Like the gold tablet in Night at the Museum. I feel like they were showing us the gold tablet a little bit, and it's just like, I need to treat this like the gift it is. Like if you get, like we did a tour of Wrigley Field and they took us into the visitors clubhouse and they're like, you guys have no idea. You're sitting where Babe Ruth has sat, where Hank Aaron has sat. I mean, this is where everyone who's ever been a visitor at Wrigley Field sat in the same place you're sitting right now. And I was like, holy shit, that's what it felt like to go in that cellar.
I slept in Hank Aaron's bedroom.
Did you?
Yeah. He
in Milwaukee, when he played in Milwaukee?
No, when he played in Eau Claire.
Oh, okay.
He's got a statue outside of the ballpark
Oh,
that's
yeah.
less than a mile from my house. I'm going to throw this out. Gimmick Gus, if you need help or a little incentive, I'm just amalgamating, like, since we poached your cellar, and I know things kind of come and go, but if we need to front load you a little bit to seek those out, because he said he's already got a couple for next year.
Looking forward to it.
I'm
How
excited.
close are we to doing like all shorties? Because it seems like he's got. I know he had the mask said he got connections.
Yep.
And the Branch and Bone he got connections. So there's still going to be some cans and bottles.
Yeah. Do you want to do more than 8? Gimmick Gus.
I mean, I like having.
Did you see the date?
Just in case something goes wrong.
He
with
started
the shorties.
bottling that stuff.
Yeah.
Days prior.
Yeah.
Because he still does it, and he didn't do the stuff that need to be super fresh, like that isn't reliant on carbonation or whatever. He did that even because notice some of those were bottled on the 31st.
Yeah.
So Gimmick Gus, we can up the shorty, because there was the one bottle. Was it the Black Razeth? The calendar wouldn't close; it wouldn't sit flat. Yeah. There was the one tall bottle.
Yeah, that was the Black.
But maybe we up the shorties.
And we had one of those last year too, and the year before we had that Fontenot or whatever.
Yeah, the 3 font.
Yeah, and that didn't close the box. That was annoying when my wife would get me the Advent. She didn't do that this year. So.
Yeah, those boxes are just because again, your fridge is stocked.
It is. I need people to come over and drink this beer.
There's so many thoughts. My worst beer. The least same as last year. I gave 2.75s out. I didn't go any lower than 2.75, which says more about me than the beer. This year was the Anchorage, the Nectar, and we were talking about breweries are rated against themselves. That honey saison just under-delivered for me.
Yeah.
Looking at a snapshot of other people's scores, a lot of people agreed. I guess Anchorage elicits other thoughts. And I guess honey saison, to me, in my mental state, is a departure from what they're known for.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that I didn't give anything lower than a 2.5. I feel like I had beers that I wanted to give lower than that, but I didn't.
We're just nice people. Now,
Yeah.
like, so my most memorable, obviously, the build, the beer wise, is probably going to be the Sun Killer.
Yeah.
Mushu Shu and Numbskull 2016 are because there's numbers and age and because we picked them.
Mm-hmm.
But like last year, I'm going to remember that Southern Ohio beer because of being less
being
than
bad.
being bad.
Yeah. And you know what Gus had said? Maybe we should give Southern Ohio another try.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Are we committing to a shorty of Southern Ohio?
I don't think we're committing to anything, but if you want to put one in that you think is exceptional to recover,
or is going to be
maybe
exceptional.
we just suggest one and we'll do it on the pod during the year. You know, there's plenty of time. Now the Lambic,
the Cantillon.
Oh, wow,
right?
What a beer! I knew instantly that was a 5. That was, to me, that was the best beer of the calendar. I mean, that beer was unbelievable. It was everything we want. Sour as fuck.
Yeah.
Cherry for days. I wish that I was drinking it with people. I was in my basement. I wish I had a room of people to share it with.
Okay, so the nice thing about doing a solo on that one was I could bring up my craft beer history, which we've talked about before on the podcast, for 8 years. Is I remember smuggling, and I don't think I told that story, smuggling 24 bottles of Mort Subit, which is a competitor to Cantillon, in, not being 21, having another military member claim them as his, and I was just smuggling them for him.
Nice.
But that was the Euro bottles, and I went over that story, and it's nice to bring up the pictures and everything like that, and it brought back so many memories for me.
That's awesome, yeah.
Because we've talked about that for years, like, right in the clackers, that's part of... We didn't do, that's Kate's thing, but it's going to be in our vernacular going forward.
Yeah.
But like the Lindemann's Frambois and Creek and everything like that we've done for years, even before we did a podcast. We buy bombers of that stuff. It's such a good beer. Right. You're right. Cantillon can be, I've got a couple of bottles in the cellar of different stuff, but Cantillon can always, no one's going to complain about that price point on that beer. That is an exceptional beer, and who cares? Like, I think that was one of the more expensive ones. I didn't bring that list, but well worth it. Like, I think it was $22.50 for that bottle.
Okay,
and a shorty too. And like Gus pointed out, just think of this little brewery that doesn't output that much. How a keg of that made it to Dayton, Ohio.
I would have bought a 12-pack of that beer. I don't care how expensive it was. It was so good.
Yeah, it's just
that's dessert.
Do the math. That's a 12-pack of that is the calendar.
We're talking $250.
That's the calendar.
Yeah. Wow. Well, let's keep talking about the calendar, but let's break into some beer. Now I got some. Nothing as special as the Lambic. But
I've got 3 more bottles of Cantillon. Let's do this.
That'd be awesome. Let's start with one that we're familiar with. A brewer.
I recognize that topper right there.
Yep. So this will be 3 Floyds. This is a new release. Surprisingly for the winter time, it is a wild ale with strawberry.
Wild ale with strawberry. Oh, so Brett maybe, or Lacto Basilicus. Like what?
Maybe.
I'm wondering how it's
American wild ale brewed with strawberries.
Did I tell you the story where Huggable
Foeder Fiend
told me that there was a wild ale out in Oregon that was made with yeast made from the brewmaster's beard?
Oh, I did. Yeah, we did talk about that, and I talked about how disgusting that.
Yeah, I know your sentiment.
Yeah, here we go.
No, I got your wrestler.
Cool, let me get this.
I've got my opener over here. I want to use the wrestler, though.
All right. Ready?
You call it.
3, 2, 1. Oh, I sizzled a little.
3, 2, 1 fly, by the way.
3, 2, 1 fly. Let me get a glass if you want.
The nose on this. 3 Floyds is another brewery that's rated against itself. Yes, we just haven't had them as much lately. I did have the caramel barley wines. I took them up for Christmas and gave them to a couple of people. We were doing an impromptu Matt bottle share. Oh, look how clear that is.
Oh, yeah, this definitely looks like a strawberry beer. It's got a little pink tinge to it.
That nose is exceptional.
Yep.
See, smelling it out of the bottle first before it, I feel like the bottle concentrates it more. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit.
It pushes it more toward, no, you won't get, I did almost a full episode on glassware.
Yeah.
And like,
wow.
I'm not kidding. I have, both of us have master's degrees. I've done a lot of research and I know how to find citations. And I looked all over the places that I have access to, which, I don't have access to my academic library anymore from my university.
Yeah.
But I have access to a lot of academic research. And I could not find any scientific research to back up all of this knowledge about the glassware. And I wanted to because I want the brewers, because, it's all about the science. I want all this stuff to be backed so that when we talk about it, it's not actually some of the
conjecture
benefits of the podcast so that we can debate certain topics, but there's certain things that you hope aren't really debatable.
Yeah.
Like these are just facts. And I really wanted to find information about the glassware. And other than the action of putting little textures on the bottom of the pint glasses, I really couldn't find much research.
Oh, the laser etching?
Yeah, the etching to release some of the bubbles. Yeah,
I think Sam Adams started that. Was that what?
I don't know. It was some like
their turbulator glasses
university study. I don't know which one. Somewhere in Massachusetts.
Because all my Sam Adams glasses are like Becker's, are like that, except more egregiously fluted. So
I want to find this research. If you know where it is, let me know. Send it to me. I'll read it.
I'm burping and I'm tasting the first prelim beer from our hangout, not the Foeder Fiend. Oh. This beer is...
Yeah, this beer's got a lot of character. It doesn't have as much strawberry character as I thought, but let me do some can art here. I don't know how the lighting is here.
It's fantastic.
It's terrible. Maybe I need to shine a flashlight on this thing.
Yeah, I got a flashlight.
I got it. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. This is real production here. Look at that. All right, well, it's Three Floyds. If you want to know, go to the Three Floyds website or go to
I think I thought their restaurant was going to be starting up again real soon.
So, Three Floyds big into skulls and skeletons, love it. And this one is a Bat King. It looks like almost like a Avenged Sevenfold style CD or album cover CD. And it's got just some cool colors, some basically colors of the rainbow, the whole spectrum. Well, not the whole spectrum. It goes like blue, orange, blue, red, yellow, orange. And it says a fiendish wild ale in our wooden foeders.
Yep, oak foeder.
And brewed with fresh strawberries and strawberry juice. So, hey, fresh strawberries. That's good. Three Floyds out of Munster, Indiana. Great brewery. We've talked about them a lot. They famously have a...
Oh, this is a line of beers for them.
Common bottle cap. So that's that.
They have a mango Foeder Fiend.
Oh, okay. I don't like mango, but I'd try it. So, yeah, they do well with different types of beer. They have... Three Floyds has a lot of good stuff. Their Dark Lord Days, their Barrel Age series. They have the...
Which they've moved now.
Zombie
it's later
Dust.
in the year.
Oh, yeah. I just got an email for that
It's in May now. It used to be the last Saturday in April, and people fly in from all over the country to attend Dark Lord
Including bands. Including live metal bands.
Do you know any bands that have played there?
I haven't looked at the list, but I might know some of them. I don't know them personally.
I didn't know if you knew, like Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, I don't know. I think they go
or,
a little harder than Avenged Sevenfold. More metal.
Like butt rock?
Not butt rock. Definitely not butt rock.
What's the quintessential butt rock band? It's a term Nickelback? Okay. Yeah. It's a term that either you've used or I've heard in the last 6 months, but I didn't know.
I'd always look for a term
smartly
to describe 2000s radio rock.
Yep.
It's like Nickelback, Puddle of Mud, like these types of bands. Breaking Benjamin. And
Five Finger Death Punch.
yeah, I watched this guy, the punk rock MBA, who wound up being like a total piece of shit. But at the time, he was a really good YouTube music reviewer, and he had shared the term butt rock, and I think Anthony Fantano uses it too, to describe, if you're familiar with YouTube music reviewers, to describe those types of bands, like the studio perfect rock bands
that can't translate that into live.
Right.
Question for you, calendar related. How many subscribers did we gain during the calendar?
Ooh. I think 8.
13.
Oh, 13.
We gained 11 in consecutive days
Wow.
for the first 11, and then we gained 2 after the last
That's
2 days
awesome.
were completed. Another question I had for you, complete departure, but when you were readjusting the Carriage House bar here, is I have a friend, Chuggo Orion, part of the Up North crew. By the way, multiple people have asked me about the Up North crew.
Yeah, where are they at?
Hopefully next year, but
Right.
it got brought up even when I was home. Kate Beige brought it up. A couple other people brought it up. Hopefully they're back next year. We'll see. He's hoarding BCBS. I saw you, and I said, I've got something for the podcast. I wrote it down. He doesn't have anyone that will drink it with him.
Really?
So he wants to offload it.
Wow.
Thoughts? Like, is it something that we should pick up? Like, we did the vertical last year during the Carriage House blowout. So it's, and he's got conservatively 25 bottles over, because he sees it and he buys it because, you know, trying to build a cellar and everything like you and I, and that's an easy gateway to get into it.
Yeah.
And I think as we found out last year, after about 5 years with the pasteurized stuff, it goes downhill.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if you had thoughts,
Interesting.
like if we should pick that up. Just
Well, I will say that the flavored ones, the adjunct ones, whatever, they are harder to find.
Yep.
And I think that acquiring those would be smart. The base version, I mean, they still have tons of it at Arrow.
Right.
From this year.
And they in at discount they had 2022 mainline BCBS.
But they don't have
not
any
interested.
of the flavor stuff.
So everyone's after the gimmicks on that.
Yeah,
one.
everyone's
Okay.
after the gimmicks.
So I might message him and be like, "Hey, what do you want for the gimmicks?"
Yeah, let us know. I like that stuff.
Trying to think. Okay, that was my big one there.
Yeah, that's really all I bought. I didn't buy any of the standard.
Yeah, it's not. You want the gimmicks to see like if those adjuncts
Yeah.
actually come out. So
And like this year they had the Cherries Jubilee, which I originally was going to buy one, but then I wound up buying 2 because I knew this will be a beer that I'll save for a special occasion with Katie and I.
yeah,
Because
it will be something she partakes in.
Yeah, she would drink that, and she'd like it. And Cherries Jubilee was actually my grandpa's favorite dessert. He used to say that to me all the time. He's like, "Oh, favorite dessert, Cherries Jubilee. We're gonna go out for dinner on my birthday, and I'm gonna get Cherries Jubilee."
Now with Cherries Jubilee, they don't use Luxardo cherries, right? They use like the maraschino.
That's a
almost.
good question. I think so, yeah. But I think the primary thing that he liked about it was that they lit it on fire.
Yeah, like cherries flambe.
Yeah. And cherries.
Sorry,
in
Stacey.
general. But he used to give me the cherries from his cocktails all the time.
I made so many kitty cocktails last
kitty
week during
cocktails are
Christmas. Or as other parts of the country, not anywhere around here at Shirley Temples, you have to say, but
Yeah.
kitty cocktail everywhere.
We say both.
In the Midwest. Sometimes if you get outside the Midwest, they don't know what a kitty cocktail is. You have to order a Shirley Temple.
Yeah, I think Shirley
both,
Temple
in the same
sounds
breath.
better. The kids like using Shirley Temple because it sounds like a real drink.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like you're ordering alcohol.
Oh yeah, like an actual cocktail.
Like, oh, I'll take a Shirley Temple.
That's
You know,
good
it
on your
sounds-
kids
yeah.
at like 6 if they're like, I want to order a cocktail.
Yeah, let me get a Shirley Temple.
That's a good wink. I actually had a
They
good one
love
there.
it. They want to feel like an adult when they're young.
This beer, it's sour, but I don't get the strawberry.
Yeah. It's lacking in the strawberry.
You could have said that it's another cranberry or something like that. It's just strawberry is. Think of the best strawberry beer in your
Yeah, I don't know.
by itself.
Maybe we had a strawberry cream beer like years ago. I wonder what that was. But
Strawberry by itself, Strawberry is not the main character. It's a role player.
Yeah. I think, and this is just like what I talked about with the vanilla. We get a lot of promise, but if you don't over deliver, it's hard. It's really hard to meet the expectations.
Nor in particular, Orange You Glad It's Not Strawberry?
Oh, what was that?
You like that a lot. That was 5.5 years ago.
Damn.
Episode 88. Flying Dog, Strawberry, Jalapena, Margarita Goes.
Wow.
These are just ones that have strawberry in the name. Wild Ohio Strawberry Lemonade.
That's different. How do we like that one?
You were a 1.5. I was a 1.75. Stev and Phil combined were a 0.5.
Wow.
My in-laws still have 2 Wild Ohio cans in their fridge.
Oh, yeah.
And no one's taken them yet.
Toppling
Goliath, Strawberry Fandango.
Oh, yeah, Strawberry Fandango.
Cherry Fandango is way better, but
Strawberry Fandango was good, though.
You gave that one a point. You gave that a 4.5.
Oh, yeah, it was a good beer.
Their
Fandango series is phenomenal.
Southern Grist, Strawberry Upside Down Cake. Is that the one you were referring to?
I thought that we had like a strawberry cream beer. It was like a strawberry. It was like a hard candy on the can art. I can't remember.
Strawberry Funnel Cake. You've got to remember that.
Strawberry Funnel Cake. That was Toppling Goliath too, wasn't it?
Nope, this was Sonder. 0.75 from JT.
Sonder has disappointed me a lot.
Almost 2 years ago.
Is Sonder still around?
Yes. Toxic Brewing Strawberry Lemonade Tart Knocker.
Oh, I remember that.
4.45.
Yeah. Huh.
And then
look at you.
Ellicottville, the Strawberry Crunch Bar, which is the cream ale.
Cream ale, okay.
If it's a cream ale, so JT, you got to be here.
Yeah.
2.75.
What year was that?
2024.
Oh, okay. So I had
a year ago.
Ale, yeah.
And then our first one that I forgot in 2019 was Moreline Strawberry Banana Pig.
Oh.
That was we have a Cobra score on that one. That was a 4.5.
Wow.
2.25.
What'd Cobra give it?
2.5.
Yeah. There was always, I remember having, it's kind of weird to mention because I remember having Cobra, when we had 3,
yep.
Whoever the first 2 to go were, there was always that third person who would be the tiebreaker. Like where was this beer? Was it, especially if the scores were super polarized, it'd be like, which end of the spectrum is this beer really? So obviously that one wasn't great. But so a lot of times we were pretty aligned.
The thing with Cobra, the last episode that Cobra did in April of 2021, we had a 3 Floyds on that one. That was one of the funniest names. This was a JT beer, I remember, because he brought it, was Blurple Gotti.
Blurple Gotti, I remember that. Yep.
That was, I wouldn't have been able, you could give me 100 names, I wouldn't have said that was the last Cobra beer.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I remember that being, I think about that sometimes, that beer.
18th Street Brewery, was that Chicago?
I don't think so. 18th Street. I don't know, I'll have to look that up. If so, I don't think that they're still around. I remember Blurple Gotti because you guys gave me a lot of shit about it.
That doesn't sound like something we would have done.
Yeah.
I'm just going back, looking at some of these names. I remember who brought what.
18th Street is Indiana, Hammond, Indiana, or Gary. It's both Gary and Hammond. They just have 2 locations.
There was a Heineken brought. I don't remember.
Oh shit!
Someone brought a Heineken. Heineken Brazil.
Oh,
Zinju black beer. Man, there's some Double Mountain that's out of Oregon. So we had a Double Mountain on the podcast before I went out there. That's an Oregon company. Anyways, crazy. I'll send you the updated spreadsheet. It's nice to have it in front of.
Yeah, I'll do some analytics. See how it goes. Yeah, this was a good beer.
This beer, all right. It's 3 Floyds. 3 Floyds is going to be rated against itself.
Yeah.
The strawberry though, I'm not disappointed. It's not an S tier fruit for me, so I'm not like, is it a good beer? Then does it elicit strawberry? It doesn't elicit strawberry at all. Yeah. So really. For that, it gets knocked down. But outside of that, like, this is a good base oak foedered sour. Off the top rope. Sorry, Stacy, burping a lot over here. 4.25.
Nice, good score. Yeah, so I agree with that. The strawberry doesn't come out almost at all, but the wild ale is really phenomenal. They've done a great job. It tastes great. It's sour. It's got a lot of character. It just doesn't have that strawberry flavor that we've come to expect. But that's okay. I think this beer, yeah, I think it's up there, like where Matt's at. I think I'm a little bit higher on it than Matt is, just because I could continue to drink this beer even without that strawberry resonance. But I would really like to see more strawberry in this. And maybe it's the fresh strawberry that did this beer in, because sometimes, fresh strawberry juice doesn't tend to have a lot of flavor. You kind of need that like fake syrupy strawberry to really give it more. So I'm at a 4.5 on this beer because I really, really like it. But again, not because of the strawberry, more because of the way that the actual wild ale comes through.
We're the same. If you would have delivered on the strawberry, this beer would be far higher. Mm-hmm. But the baseline sour is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like you could, and again, they use it for mango, so they do it for other beers, like, or do it for other fruit. Expand the line on this. I mean, I think, Oak Foeder, it's not as simple as just cleaning out the mash tun and going forward. Like, this is a program that for wooden casks.
So this next beer, you might have heard me talk about if you watched all of my videos from the Advent calendar. But I went ahead and picked up a 4-pack from Werk Force, WERK, Werk Force Brewing Company, and they're out of Illinois. We were in Joliet, I believe. Where it doesn't really say the town on here. But we were there in like Joliet, Illinois, enjoying some Werk Force Brewery. Now, they didn't have any sours on tap, so this is a beer I have not had.
Your guys' videos, you can definitely tell you guys were enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
you were enjoyed by the time you guys did this.
Oh videos. Yeah, we had a lot of beer that day. So this is Psychedelic Stomp. It's a fruited sour, blueberry and black currant, brewed with Pilsner malt, hopped with Magnum, and fermented with Chico Ale yeast.
Was there any debate on the order that you were going to do doing 2 sours? Because I looked at this and I saw a Pilsner. I was like, it's going to be a Pilsner.
Yeah,
okay.
No, the only debate I had was what order to do it in, and I wanted to do the...
Plains...
No, I don't know. I kind of just took it...
Plainsfield, Illinois.
Oh, Plainfield. Yeah, Plainfield. Okay, that's even better.
Where is that?
It's right next to Joliet.
Okay.
It's the adjacent town. Plainfield actually in the 90s had a tornado go through and basically wipe out the entire town. But they're back now. So.
Jesus.
Very, very busy and populated suburb of Chicago.
Got a good problem right now. I've got 3 beers open.
And they have Chicago is like 3.3 million or something like that. The Chicagoland area is it's like 10 million people now. It's like insane how many people live in the fucking Chicago.
I was going to say 11, but yeah.
It might be up to 11. It's so crazy. There's too many people. I drive through there and it's so stressful. I just love coming back to Dayton and not having all that traffic. Where are all these people going?
When
we were going all the time.
We came back on Sunday, so just this last Sunday, right after it's the biggest travel day because we had the worst wind I've ever experienced. Not a tornado, just straight line winds. So that's why we drove like 70-mile-an-hour gusts that we had here. Everyone's motivated to get through Chicago. My favorite sign in the world is in Chicago. I've told you this, the Baby Ruth Butterfinger sign.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
This is my favorite sign in the world.
Yeah, the Nestle factory or whatever it is. Yeah.
Jay Ferrero
are
those. But that spaghetti junk, we didn't get stopped. We slowed down multiple times.
Yeah.
Everyone's motivated to drive.
Yeah.
But again, we're just driving. I can't even imagine getting off on surface streets in that.
Oh, yeah. It's insane. Too many people. Too many fucking people. You guys just got to spend some time at home. Why is everyone on the road? It's all the time. It's just so many people all the time out. I don't get it. But yeah. So,
6% ABV on this.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. So pick this beer up. Here we go. Handcrafted ale. Please recycle. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Not primed. Disappointing.
I mean, just a red foamy head.
Yep. Oh.
I get.
Well, that's an interesting flavor.
The nose on it is wine cooler.
Interesting. Now, I will say that their barrel aged series was phenomenal. This beer is weird. This is a weird beer. Well, I wonder if the Three Floyds are fucking it up. Let me try this red ale real quick. This is a weird beer. I don't know about this one. Their barrel aged beers were unbelievable, and I was like, I gotta get this beer on the podcast. I hope I didn't make a mistake.
I need a.
I don't know about this. Dang.
I'm trying to cleanse my palate. Okay, this brown ale makes it taste like soap right now.
No, I think the beer makes it taste like soap. This is weird. I don't know how to cleanse the palate at this point to make sure that what I'm tasting is what I'm tasting.
Cheese. I should have brought cheese.
Cheese would have worked. Or whatever that French Coca-Cola is. That
it says tasting notes, summer jam, ripe berries, and tart. Oh, it's...
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like when you smell shoes at Payless. Does Payless still exist? They used to sell Shacks at Payless. I respect that about Shaq. This beer...
The guy's a hustler.
He's a hustler. But he does respect...
Papa John's. He's got...
Yeah. He did want kids to have good NBA level shoes, so he would sell his shoes at Payless. There's a whole documentary about that.
Oh, this beer! Wow.
Yeah, boy.
The more in I get blueberry. I do get blueberry. Blueberry is a throwaway fruit for me. It's the last juice in the house that we have that goes out. Blueberry is one of those fruits. It's best, and it's like an orange. Anything else, orange derivative, is the same as blueberry, goes downhill. Blueberry is best off the bush. Orange is best off the tree. Sorry, Stacey. Any other derivative, it goes downhill. I do get the blueberry. So, great, you delivered on a fruit that, it's not the main actor, it's a role player.
There was something that you normally say you don't like that somebody called you out on. I can't remember which video it was.
I would love this.
I don't remember.
Ketchup. Bring it.
Well, ketchup, I mean, it's just, this argument has no purpose.
Was it during the calendar?
I feel like it was. What was I watching where someone was like, you said this doesn't matter, and then someone else was like, no, this is good. I like
Sounds
this.
like a Stev thing.
Yeah, maybe Stev. Or maybe it was
trying to come
battling videos. Maybe it wasn't in the same video. Maybe it was somebody called you out in their video.
Yeah, no, that's we've watched how many hours of videos we've watched,
right?
like beers.
Just you're like, this is.
I think it's a
care
Stev
about
one.
This ingredient. This is a throwaway or whatever. And someone else was like, no. Someone else. I think it was either Better Matt or Gus was like, no, this is a good ingredient. And I was like, oh, that's in direct contradiction, but I can't remember what it was. Doesn't matter. Yeah, blueberry is tough. Blueberry is a tough fruit to put in beer because it's you don't really
the last Pop-Tart
see
to go.
Blueberry juice or whatever. You know, it's just not prominent enough. Like
I have
orange.
bottles.
Like you talk about orange, but orange does have a lot of fanfare. You know, outside of
big orange is a much better marketer than
and it can stand on its own. Blueberry doesn't stand on its own very much.
Driscoll's is probably the best. So right now I have 4 or 5 bottles of blueberry juice in the house because we buy 5 in the variety pack.
Oh, buy blueberry juice. Yeah, I can see that.
And my youngest daughter loves blueberry juice.
Okay.
So she gets all of them because, again, the rest of us won't touch it.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see now that you've mentioned buy. I kind of
BAI 5.
Taste,
it's the
buy 5
health juice. There's caffeine in those juices, by the way, too.
I didn't know that.
40 milligrams.
Oh, that's barely anything.
Barely, yeah. It's like so we don't feel bad letting because it takes like 3 days for my daughter to drink a bottle.
Oh, okay.
And we used to water it down.
Well,
Black Currant is fantastic, not on its own. Again, another role player.
yeah. This beer's weird. Hard to figure out. What is this?
It's tough because you have a great sour before it.
Yeah.
And then this comes as a fruited sour, and you're like, all right, like, it's muted. It feels a little stepped on.
Yeah. Probably we shouldn't have done these together, but I thought morning podcast, let's do sours or fruited beers.
Yeah, it's a part of a well-balanced breakfast.
Yeah, we want it to be like, fruit's a good part of the breakfast. So, my bad. We probably should have done this one first.
But this brewery, you're saying, so...
Yeah, I don't want to sound the brewery.
Space, fantastic.
Yeah, a decent space, I think. I don't know. I wouldn't call it fantastic. It's decent. I like that they have a long bar, a super long bar to sit at.
And it's Werk Force, WERK Force.
Yeah.
Brewing.com.
And they have a lot of good beer. A lot of it's for sale in cans and on tap. This one just happened to not be on tap. They sell Frisbees, which I thought was an interesting merch.
Like traditional, like ultimate Frisbee, not like Frisbee golf.
I think Frisbee golf Frisbees. I took a picture to send to Steph because it had a saying on it. Let me remember what that was.
Was it a, so you think you're hot, or that comedy show that you watch?
It was, no, it wasn't that. It was, it is just a normal traditional Frisbee. It said Big Chungus. And I felt like that's something that Steph would say.
Chungus, yeah.
Chungus. Yeah.
He's gonna pop on Chungus.
For those, you can probably not see it. I
Oh,
don't know.
looks great.
It's a Frisbee. But I thought, yeah, that's an interesting merch. Yeah. So, so I did take a picture of their menu.
Both of these sours, by the way, above what a typical sour is, being 7% for the Three Floyds and 6% for this one. Did a little bit higher than what you see with normal sours,
Yeah.
but I think that's what craft beer's response is. They're trying to, in the sour programs, they're upping the alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, how can we affect?
But they're also brewing non-alcoholic.
Yes.
Like, you're seeing more of those now, which is interesting. Because I don't know that I'd want that. If I'm going to go non-alcoholic, do I want 100-calorie IPA flavored water? I don't know. But
we're coming into dry or damp or dry-ish January.
Dry-ish January. It's going to be pretty dry because I got Mexico coming up.
Well, that's part of it going forward. I wrote down New Year's resolutions, and I go, always drink less than what I drank in December. That's an easy one.
Yeah, that's easy, but December's going to always be a high drinking.
Right? So it sets us up for success in January.
Yeah.
Complete abject failure in December.
True. Yeah. Then once December hits, we're fucked.
I lost a pound during Christmas.
Oh, that's good.
Did you lose anything with your illness? Like, no?
No.
I step on the scale. When I'm at my in-laws, never. But I got home, I was a pound lighter than when I left.
Oh, nice. So I came off keto for the holidays, and it makes me feel like shit. But I'll fix it. I'll get back on.
Mine is portion control. I just eat.
Yeah, I'm terrible with portion control. I can't do that even on keto.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Changes will be made.
I don't know if I lost any weight or not. But I forget where I was going with that.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. So their barrel aged series is called Sleepy Bear. And I will say that I've often underestimated the Chicago brewing scene, mostly because the big guys can disappoint.
Yeah.
The Goose Islands.
I had a Goose Island last week.
But when we were talking to, we went to Garage Band after we went to Workforce, and she spoke, the bartender / I think she's part owner, was speaking about Workforce the same way that a lot of the Dayton brewers talk about each other. So there's obviously like a local contingency, a local group, support group, or just a conglomerate. I don't know. It's just a group of people that get together and talk about brewing because they knew each other's beers really well.
Yeah.
And I thought, respect to that. That's cool. I doubt that the big guys are in that group. So it's probably like a lot of the smaller breweries. But at GarageBand, she had a lot of acclaim for the Sleepy Beer, Sleepy Bear series of barrel aged beers coming from Werk Force. So that was cool, and she was right because they were good.
I think that's a problem that I have, or a mental block I have. Like Surly is, we have a lot of listeners in Minnesota. Surly, to me, everything that you can get available in the store is dribble. Like I turn my head, but the stuff that's available at the brewery, is like their one-offs or like their barrel age program or whatever that they have that they keep there because they don't package it.
Yeah.
And I look at that in a different light. And Surly is the first one because that I think of because they're by far Minnesota's number one production brewer. So I'm just trying to relate that to other states or whatever, where it's, whatever you can get, maybe you still need to go to the brewery and take a look.
Yeah.
And maybe they just don't package their best stuff, which, is that a good business plan or whatever? It's just, I'm looking for a craft experience. It's like with Warped Wing. Their number one seller, over 50% of their portfolio is Trotwood. Trotwood is just a light lager. It's fine. It's great. It appeals to the most people. But we're after special. We want to be wowed.
Yeah.
I can sustain on Busch Light. I've heard that part of my life is already filled.
Yeah. Right.
I'm looking for the high points. Those notes.
Yeah. I think that you're hitting on it. It's you got to do the brewery experience. Once you get to mass production, it's just like in the Navy when you're on a ship.
In the Navy.
It's hard to cook for 3,000 people. The food's just not as good.
Yeah.
And when you cook for 100 people or less, it's easy. It's easy to make good food. But when you cook for more, it's hard. Same thing with brewing. It's probably once you get to mass production, you can't appease everybody. You just gotta make something that's on average decent.
Put Masthead Vanilla Sunkiller on the production line though. It's just,
yeah, I don't know if they. I mean, think about how expensive that would be for all that vanilla.
Yeah,
vanilla's really expensive right now.
From all three of those countries, not mad. Uganda was one of them. Tanzania?
Sumatra, and maybe Tanzania. Yeah.
No, it's all African countries.
Yeah, but I thought there was Sumatra because I was like, is Sumatra an African country? I couldn't remember where it's from.
I know one of them was Uganda. It's like, really? Because the capital of Uganda is Kampala, which there's a wrestler in the old school WWF called Kamala.
Yeah, I remember that.
This beer. So the one thing I'm going to get, I'm going to let JT I'm going to score this beer. So yesterday, I spent a lot of time just doing, my wife calls me a good house husband. Just that type of minutia that like I came here and I hung out with JT and we're just hanging out and he's
Uganda,
like.
Tanzania, Sumatra.
Good call on Sumatra then. I'm sorry that I questioned you.
It was in Blanton, Stagg Jr., and Weller barrels.
Oh, yeah, because Gus went down.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing mundane tasks. It's just, I find it super satisfying. And like hanging out with JT while he was doing what I perceive as mundane tasks, but we were still able to conversate. It was fantastic. One of the things I was doing yesterday was I was cleaning shower heads. And to clean shower heads is you soak them in vinegar.
Yeah.
This beer reminds me of what I was doing yesterday. This beer is very vinegar forward without those fruits that are in it. The blueberry and the black currant are not heroes enough to overcome that vinegar. I like vinegar. I like that aspect in my sours, but it needs to be balanced. Mm-hmm. This beer is not balanced, and it's balanced in the unappealing way.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take one last pull.
One last pull.
It's almost like I'm dyeing Easter eggs. That's a very common thing. Not everyone cleans their shower heads or soaks them overnight in vinegar, but a lot of people dye Easter eggs. Off the top rope, this is a 225. It's just, I want to go to, you haven't turned me off. I saw...
There were good beers there.
I saw Bobby and JT after they went there. I saw the video. Yeah. It's a hilarious video. You can tell that they had a great time, that they were altered, that they were safe, they had a good time, and they talked about, even during that video, about how good their barrel age program was during it. I hope that I have the opportunity to go there sometime, but this beer
I hope so.
is not it. It reminds me too much of yesterday 225.
Yeah, I'm upset that that this was the beer that I brought back. I should have just brought back a barrel aged beer, but I didn't want to bring one beer back. I wanted to have one for each of us, and they were pricey. I should have just ate the cost. But yeah, this beer.
Don't eat money, JT.
Yeah, I won't. It is. I don't know about the vinegar part. I get what you're saying about it.
It's such a pretty beer, too.
This beer is just. I think it's just. It leans so much on the blueberry and blackcurrant that it forgot about the sour part. There's just I just don't.
It's well carbonated.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to. Maybe it's the Pilsner malt. I don't know what it is. There's something about this beer that just isn't right. And I can't figure it out. I think that the blueberry's there. Well, I originally was like, oh, this is all shoe. But then you said the buy 5 drink, the juice. And now I'm okay. I've had that blueberry juice, and I actually think this tastes much like that, but with some added beer stuff. I don't know where this beer. I don't know really the flavor. I just can't pinpoint what these tastes are. I still get shoe out of it. I can't help it. It's just so much like walking into a discount shoe store. Which Payless isn't a thing anymore. I don't think they've gone out of business.
DSW, right? That's the big one now.
I don't know if that's a discount store though, is it?
I don't know. Again, we want to.
It's just
we want
not that
to because
good.
the experience that you had there.
Yeah, I wanted to highlight this brewery.
We don't go for that last pull to be like. We want that last pull that you just did to lift it.
Yeah,
it's like, This is it. It lifts it.
Yeah.
We want.
Right.
These guys and gals to do well.
So don't take this beer as what Werk Force is in its entirety. It's a good brewery. They make great beer. Try their barrel aged series. Try their IPAs. Their IPAs were good. Just maybe leave the blueberry sour for somebody else. I give this beer a 2.5.
Yeah,
it's just not that good. It's maybe not a drain pour, but it's not something I'll ever buy again.
Would you say that instead we'll get this joke? For me, you could have been anywhere from a 1.75 to a 4.
Yeah, I know.
But it's funny, but all of it is warranted. You substantiate why it is.
Yeah, I try to give everything. I try to highlight the good while mentioning the bad. Some beers have no good.
The last time...
And some beers I'm going to give a bad score to.
We've been collectively this low. Just last month in November.
Yeah.
That Milkstream Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, which I just had.
Oh, yeah.
I just had it as my pre-game beer.
Oh, that's why. And as a pre-game beer, I had the North High Filthy McNasty, which was rated poorly. But
yeah, that was a bad beer.
It's interesting. We're very complimentary, but when you fail to deliver on some of the things that you put on the can, it's that collectively, that's where you get rated down.
Yeah, this wasn't a great beer, but that's okay.
Great conversation. Apparently a great destination.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I would highly recommend people visit, have a couple beers, and then go over to GarageBand. They had great beers there and very knowledgeable. They were very much smaller than Werk Force, and so they were much more into describing their process.
So I'm glad that you said about the process because off camera, Kate and Beige invited me on behalf of the brew. There's a new brewmaster at Raised Grain.
Oh, okay.
That gave me a couple of passes.
Oh, no shit.
So I didn't bring any of my equipment. So I couldn't. Mm-hmm. All I had was what you see here, what I'm going off of. Private tour, private tasting
Whoa.
for Ray's. We've
Yeah.
had him on the podcast before. My uncle, who I saw a couple days later, goes, "Yep, they do a lot of outreach or whatever." It was almost like the Crooked Handle situation where we've had, and I go, "Hey," and they're like, "Yep, they've watched your content before because we did 3 of their beers last year. We did a Christmas beer in April because it just we have such a beer backlog."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
I'm sure they loved having their Christmas beer reviewed in April,
but
where no one can get it.
We were very complimentary about it, but it's interesting because they reach out through other people and like handed me like certificates,
That's amazing.
like little laminated passes.
Wow.
And I was
gotta go.
I was blown away. It's Waukesha, Wisconsin, but that's like the experience that you've had.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, we're just a little podcast that could, we drive a little bit of action or whatever. But the fact that we've been doing this 8 years, we're about to go into our 9th calendar year.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't say anything about being on the podcast, and sometimes I'm like, oh, they have no idea. Obviously we're not talking to a huge audience, but it's possible that we will.
Yeah.
And
Rogue emailed us stuff.
They'll be
We've
like,
outlasted breweries,
and I'm just like, yeah, we have, and I'm just like, I'm gonna talk about you, but you don't even know it.
Yeah, it's not like Yelp where we're review bombing. Wild Ohio, we review bombed you.
Yeah, we did. That was bad.
I
hope we didn't contribute to their downfall. I mean, I think the taste of their beer contributed to their downfall.
Yeah,
it's hard, You want to be organic and gluten free and all this other stuff.
Yeah, what do you bring?
Like you're just
Sadness.
like running out of things.
Sadness in the can.
Yeah, just be beer free.
Just be beer free.
Just make
that's gonna be like January for us, beer free. Besides the podcast.
Yeah,
and other random Thursdays and Fridays and
maybe
Saturdays.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, what else we got? Anything?
Just more gratitude for the calendar.
Yeah, total gratitude. Love it. Barrel House.
It's
amazing.
It's tough. We should have put this at the top of it, but so they would have caught it. But again,
they'll catch it.
Adulation.
They watch end to end.
Adulation, love, respect.
Yes.
A lot of effort, a lot of behind the scenes.
Yeah,
we just drink the stuff.
I mean, just the effort put in on both building the calendar and doing the videos
and to do it with
promoting
only 4
our
IPAs
podcast
too. And that the best calendar we've had,
IPAs.
and only 4 of the safe beers.
Wow. Yeah. It was a really diverse set of beers. It really gives you a good feel for what's going on. But yeah, I think that's it. So thank you, Barrel House. And that's it. That's episode 362. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.